Hello, everybody, and welcome to the channel. We got game 3 of a 4-game series between the Colorado Rockies and Houston Astros. Leading off for Houston, playing second is DJ LeMond. Batting second, playing left field, Matt Holliday. Batting third, playing first base, Helton. Batting fourth, playing right field is Walker. Batting fifth, playing center field is Gonzalez. Batting sixth, playing third base is Atkins. Batting seventh, playing shortstop is Troy. Batting eighth on the catch is Anante, and batting ninth and doing the pitching is Jimenez. And for the hometown Houston Oilers, leading off playing center field is Cedeno. Batting second, playing short, Thon. Batting third, playing second base is Altovi. Batting fourth, playing first base, Bagwell. Batting fifth, playing left field is Berkman. Batting sixth, playing right field is Tucker. And batting seventh, playing third base is Azamonte. And batting eighth doing the catching is Castro. And on the mound doing the pitching is Scott. Let's get down here to Houston and get this game started. And DJ LeMahieu's going to lead it off here for the Rockies, batting .217 with a homer and 1 RBI. Mike Scott's making his second appearance of the year. He's 1-0 with a 5.62 ERA. Here's the pitch to DJ, and that's going to be against the righty, 19, and that's going to be a ground ball back to Scott. He fires over to first for out number 1. And Matt Holliday comes to the plate. Holliday batting .222 with no homers and 2 RBI. And that's going to be a base on balls. Scott walks him for first base runner of the game. Todd Helton comes to the plate. And Todd's batting .167, no homers and no RBI. And that's going to be a catcher. 35 and an 8 should be fielding column 1. And it is. And that's going to be a ball. The runner's going to be called off first. And they pick Holliday off, folks. So the runner's out. That's ball 1. The 1-0 pitch now to Todd with nobody on and 2 outs. And that's going to be a ground ball down the second and out to end the inning. So the walk gets erased. We go to the bottom of the first. Rockies nothing. Houston coming up. CC Cedeno's up now, batting .263 with no homers and 2 RBIs. And Jimenez is his second start of the year. He's 0-1 with a 21 ERA. Here's the pitch to CC. And that's going to be a ground ball down the short for out number 1. 1 up and 1 down here in the bottom of the first. And coming to the plate now is Dickie Thon. Thon, he is 0 for 8 looking for his first hit of the year. And that's going to be a fly ball out to the center for out number 2. 2 up and 2 down here at the bottom of the first. Jose Altuve is up, and he's batting .286 with a homer and 3 RBIs. And that's going to be a swing and a miss and a 1-2-3 bottom of the first. We get to the second with no score. Nothing. Walker, Gonzalez, and Atkins due up here. Larry's batting .286 with 2 homers and 3 RBIs. And that ball is driven out into left field. And let's see, against the righty, that'll be a 16. And that's going to be a double. And Larry Walker standing down at second with a leadoff double. Brings up Carlos Gonzalez now. The go-ahead run down at first. Gonzalez batting 190 with no homers and 5 RBIs. And that ball was well hit. See where this one ends up at. And that's going to be high. That ball is going to be far. That ball is out of here. Kiss it goodbye. The Rockies are on the scoreboard with a 2-run homer by Gonzalez. As you can see, the team comparisons here. Colorado's home forward batting 248, 301 on base percentage, slugging 431, and an OPS of 733. Houston's 3-2, batting 234, and on base percentage of 341, slugging 455, and an OPS of 795. So Mike Scott off to a rough start here, a leadoff double and then a homer. Now there's nobody on, nobody out, and Atkins is up, batting 125 with no homers and no RBI. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Jeff at first. Bagwell takes it himself for out number 1. And stepping up to the plate now is Trevor Story. And it's Story time, batting 125 with no homers and no RBIs. And that's going to be against the righty, a 21. And that's going to be a fly ball out the right field. Tucker makes the catch for out number 2. And Chris Iannete's up, batting 286 with no homers and no RBI. And that's going to be a pop up down the short. But the 2-run homer gives the Rockies a 2-0 lead as we go to the bottom of the second. You got Bagwell, Berkman, and Tucker due up. Jeff batting 500 on the year with 3 homers and 11 RBIs. And that's going to be against the righty, a 22. And that's going to be a fly ball out the left field for out number 1. Holiday makes the catch. And Lance Berkman comes to the plate. Lance is batting .571 with a homer and RBI. And that's going to be a base on balls. So the tying run comes to the plate. And Kyle Tucker. And Tucker is batting 125 with no homers and no RBI. And that's going to be back-to-back walks. Now the tying run's on the bases. And the go-ahead run is at the plate. Bob Astamonte's up, batting 167 with no homers and 2 RBIs. And that's going to be popped up. First and second and 1 out. That's going to be popped up. Down the third, infield fly rules in effect for out number 2. So Jason Castro is going to have to do the damage here. He's batting .167 with no homers and no RBIs. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. And Houston Astros strand 2. We go to the top of the third. It's still 2-0 Colorado. And we got Jimenez to lead it off, followed by DJ and Holiday. And this is his second plate appearance. He's 0-1 in the season. See what Jimenez can do here. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. He strikes him out. Round number 1. And we're back to the top of the order. And DJ, he was 0-1. He grounded out in the first inning. And that's going to be a ground ball down the Bagwell. He takes it himself for out number 2. And Holiday comes to the plate now. And Matt, he walked in the first inning. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. And 1, 2, 3 goes the Rockies. To the bottom of the third we go. We got Mike Scott to lead it off, followed by CC and Thon. Scott, he's 0-3 on the year. And that's going to be against the righty at 19. And that's going to be a ground ball right back at him. And he throws over to first to get his counterpart out. See Colorado's upcoming schedule. We got one more game here in Houston. Then they go home and take on the Cardinals for 3 games, and then the big red machine of Cincinnati comes to town. CC's up 0 for 1. And that's going to be a ground ball. Nope, that's going to be a swing and a miss for out number 2. That'll give you Dickie Thorne now. And Thorne's 0 for 1. He flew out his first time up. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Holiday for out number 3. 1, 2, 3 goes to Astros. To the top of the 4th we go. And we got the big boys due up. Helton, Walker, and Gonzalez. And Todd's 0 for 1. He grounded out in the first. And that's going to be against the righty. 17 and a 10. And that's going to be a fly ball out to CC. Nice catch. Takes a hit away from Todd. Comes running in. Makes a shoestring catch. 1 down. And here's Larry Walker. And he's 1 for 1 today. He doubled and came around the score. And that's going to be another double. That is going to be down the first baseline. He turns on that one, folks. And that's a double down the line. And he's standing at second for Gonzalez with 1 out. And Carlos is 1 for 1 today. He had that 2-run homer in the second to give the Colorado Rockies the 2-0 lead. And that's going to be a 40 team. Let's see here. 10, 14, 23, 27, 35, 40. That'll be fielding column 1. Pass ball. PB 2 or 3. That's going to be a pass ball. Pass ball, and the runner gets down to third. And they're going to bring the infield in. They don't want to give up another run. So here's the 1-0 pitch to Gonzalez. And that's going to be against an 18. And that is going to be a fly ball out the right field. Reroll a dice here. And that's going to be a 47. Tucker's got a good arm. Not great, but a good arm. Did I say that was a 47? 29 or lower. He tags up and scores, which would be a 55 or lower. So they're sending him. And he's in there safely. So a sacrifice fly. And that makes it a 3-run ball game. 3-0 Colorado. Now there's 2 outs and nobody on for Grant Atkins. And Grant's 0 for 1 today. And that's going to be a ground ball down the thorn. And nope, that's a swing and a miss. He strikes him out. Scott now with his first strikeout of the game, I believe. And we go to the bottom of the 4th. And it's 3-0 Colorado. You got Tuve, Bagwell, and Berkman due up. Jose struck out in the first 0 for 1. And that's going to be a base on balls. So you got a leadoff batter aboard here for Bagwell. And Jeff is 0 for 1. He flew out the left his first time up. And do they want to do a little hit and run? I think they do. A little hit and run will do you. And that's going to be a 22 on a hit and run. And that is going to be a hit by pitch unless he's an HB0. And he's not. He hits him, folks. And now you got first and second. On purpose. And Berkman's up now. The tying run comes to the plate. Like I say, I don't think he wanted to hit him to bring the tying run up. And Lance has walked his first time up. Here's the pitch to him. And that's going to be against a 15. And That is going to be a single to left field, and that's going to load the bases. Astros everywhere you look. Atuvi at third, Bagwell at second, Berkman at first, and Tucker at the plate, and nobody out. Colorado's looking to turn two, and Tucker, he walked his first time up, and that's going to be a ground ball down the third, 31 and a 3. And that's barely fielding column 2. And put the defense back. Safe at first. See, he struck him out. So there's one down. Big strikeout. Now can Bob do something? And Bob's 0 for 1. He popped up to third his last time up. And that's going to be a 35 in the infield. That's 8, 9, 10, 11, 20, 9, 9, and 33. I think that's fielding 2, a 33. Yep, that'll be fielding column 2. And that's going to be a fly out, runner's hold. So fly out to popped up, foul out to the catcher. Runner's hold. Now there's 2 outs, bases still loaded for Jason Castro. If he can get out of this mess with nobody scoring, folks. Jason is 0 for 1. He struck out his first time up, and that is going to do it. He strikes out again. So Jimenez, bases loaded, nobody out, and nobody scores. Remember that. Leave 3 men on base. We go to the top of the 5th. It's still 3-0. What a wasted opportunity by the Astros. And bottom third due up here. Story, Chris, and Jimenez. Trevor's 0 for 1. And he's going to be 0 for 2. That's a fly ball out to Berkman for out number 1. And now you got Chris due up. He's 0 for 1. He popped up his first time up. And that's going to be another fly ball out the left. 2 quick outs. And Jimenez is up now. And he struck out his first time up, 0 for 1. And that's going to be, you guessed it, a fly ball to the left. Lance Berkman ties a record set by many. And as you can see, Houston's upcoming schedule, they got one more game here against Colorado, and then they go on the road, take on the Giants for 3 games, and then they travel down to L.A. after that. So now we go to the bottom of the 5th. You got Scott due up, followed by CC and Thawne. Mike is 0 for 1, grounded out to the mound the first time up. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Scott strikes out. Out number 1. See if CC can get something going here. He's 0 for 2. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Holiday. Out number 2. And now you got Thawne up. And Dickey's 0 for 2. He's flown out to center and left. And that's going to be 18. It's going to be another fly ball to center. And the Astros go 1, 2, 3. To the top of the 6th we go. Top of the order due up here for Colorado. DJ, Holiday, and Hilton. Here's the pitch to DJ 0-2 today. And that's going to be a rare play of 36 and 11. And that's going to be hit out the left field. And you got Lance Berkman out there. A 44 and a 2. Should be fielding column 2. And it is. That's going to be a single to left, batter to second on air, and he's going to be out trying for third. So that's going to be a 1-B-E-7, and the batter is going to get thrown out trying for third. So now you got one out and still nobody on. And up to the plate now is Matt Holliday. He's 0 for 1, and he's has yet to put the ball in play. He has walked and struck out. And he finally puts the ball in play. And that's a high fly ball out to left field. Berkman doesn't bobble this one. He picks it cleanly for out number 2. And Todd Hilton comes to the plate. And Todd, he's 0 for 2. He is grounded out and flown out. And he gets a nice piece of this one, drives it up against the wall in right field for a 2-out double. Brings up Larry Walker. This is not who you want up if you are an Astros fan. He's a perfect 2 for 2 today with 2 doubles, and he scored twice. So 3 out of the 2 runs he scored, 2 out of the 3. Here's the pitch to Larry, and they finally get him out. He strikes him out. Big out there. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's still a 3-0 Colorado lead. Got the big boys coming up here for Houston. Jose, Jeff, and Lance. Jose is 0 for 1. He did walk in the 4th. He's yet to put the ball in play. He struck out his other time up. And he gets a hold of this one. And he lifts it out in the center field. Gonzalez makes the catch for out number 1. And Jeff Bagwell grabs a bat and comes up to the plate. He's been hit by a pitch today. He's 0 for 1. And that's going to be a base hit. See where this is. It's only the 2nd hit of the game for the Astros. And that's going to be a single in the right field. So Houston gets the batter aboard here. That brings up Lance Berkman. And Lance, he's 1 for 1. He has the other hit. He's actually perfect today. He's walked in single. Can he keep it up here? And nope, that's going to be a lazy fly ball out to center for out number 2. So it's going to be up to Kyle Tucker and see if he can keep this inning going. He has walked and struck out, yet to put the ball in play. And that's going to be another fly ball to center. Houston strands another one. To the top of the 7th we go. You got Gonzalez, Atkins, and Story. Carlos is 1 for 1 today. He's got a homer, a 2-run shot, and he's got a sacrifice fly. And that's going he's drove in all 3 runs. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. They get him out with nobody scoring. 1 down for Grant. Grant Atkins 0 for 2. Grounded out and struck out. And that's going to be back-to-back strikeouts. Mike Scott with a 6th strikeout of the game. And Trevor comes to the plate now. He's 0 for 2. He's flown out the right and left. And that's going to be good morning, good afternoon, good night. Mike Scott strikes out the side. Here in the 7th inning, we go to the 7th inning stretch. It is 3-0 Colorado. And that'll be the last inning for Mike Scott. He's due up 3rd here. So we'll have a pitch hitter for him. You got Bob due up, Castro, and then Scott. Jimenez is pitching a fine game, a 2-hit shutout. And he's only walked 3 batters. And Bob's 0 for 2. He's popped up the 3rd and 2nd catcher here. And that's going to be another pop up. This one down to short. So he's getting under the ball. Can't level it out. That brings up Mr. Castro. He's 0 for 2. He's struck out twice trying to avoid the hat trick. And he doesn't. He gets the hat trick as Jimenez strikes him out. Now we'll have a pitch hitter here for Mike Scott. Scott leaves the game. 5 hits on 3 runs. Now let's see who's going to come up here and bat. All the lefties are in the game. They need some base runners. So Who are they going to bring off the bench here? Looks like it's going to be Biggio. It's going to come off the bench. Can he keep this inning alive here? And Biggio is batting 143 on the year. No homers and no RBIs. And that's going to be a rare play. A 21 and a 36. That's going to be a foul ball. Nope, that's going to be just a plain old swing and a miss. He's got strike one on him. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And that's going to be with the righty, a 17. And that's going to be an infield hit. Biggio gets a board here in the bottom of the seventh with a pitch hit single. Biggio's down at first. Now with 2 outs. And we got CC up now. Can he keep this inning going? CC is 0 for 3. He is grounded out, flown out, and struck out. And he's going to fly out to center field to end the inning. To the top of the 8th we go. Still a 3-0 ball game. You got Chris due up, Jimenez, and then back to DJ. Excuse me, Chris is 0 for 2. Who's going to pitch to him is the question. Got a bunch of righties coming up. The only 2 righties in the bullpen is Ken Forsch. See who's going to come out. What inning is this? This is the 8th inning. They're going to bring Billy the Kid out. When was the last time he pitched? It's been a little while. Let's see here. And I think they're going to bring Frank out. He's a lefty, though. Oh, gosh. I guess they're going to... I don't want to bring Billy on. Sorry about this. I'm thinking too much here. Just thinking too darn much. Ken Forsch is coming out. They're bringing out the righty. The righty's going to come out of the bullpen here. And this is Ken's 3rd appearance of the year. And he has no record in a 6 ERA. He'll have Chris a pitch, probably not a pitch hitter. Jimenez pitching a 3-hit shutout, and DJ. And Chris gets a hold of this one, folks. Where's this one going to end up at? That is the question. And that's going to be a double in the right field. And they're going to have Jimenez try to bunt him over to third. Nobody out. Runner in scoring position. Can't afford to give up any more runs here. Already down by 3. Jimenez is 0 for 2. Here's the bunt signs on. And that's going to be a ground ball down the first. Bagwell's only play is going to be over to first. And Otuvi's going to cover. And that'll get the runner down the third. That'll force the infield in now. So we go to the top of the order, and DJ's up. He is 1 for 3. He singled back in the 6th and got thrown out trying to go to 3rd on an error. And that's going to be against the righty at 19. And that's going to be a fly ball in the left field. And Chris is going to stay put. So now there's 2 big outs. Matt Holliday. And can Ken get out of this with nobody scoring? Matt's 0 for 2. He's walked, struck out, and flew out. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Ken does a nice job. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's still 3-0. Colorado. You got the top of the order, the 2, 3, 4 hitters up. Time for the Astros to do something. Dickie Thorne's 0 for 3. He has flown out twice, 3 times. And that's going to be a ground ball down the 3rd. And that's going to be an E5 on Atkins. And Dickie Thorne's aboard here with an error. And that brings up Jose Atuva. He's 0 for 2. He did walk back in the 4th. And that's going to be against a 16. And that's going to be a base hit in the right field. And Thorne's going to stop at 2nd. His run means nothing. And that brings the tying run up to the plate. And that gets the bullpen up in a hurry here. Let's see who they're going to get up. And they're going to get the righty and the lefty up here. They're getting White up and Corpus up. See, they're going to get up the righty and the lefty. Now you got 1st and 2nd, nobody out. Tying run at the plate, and Jeff Bagwell, he's 1 for 2 today. He's been hit by a pitch, flown out, and he has singled. And Clinton Parks joins us here. See if Jeff can do something here. And that's going to be a ground ball down the 1st. 31 and a 4 is probably fielding column 1. And it is. And that's not what they was looking for, folks. That's going to be the old. Does he bat left? No, he doesn't. He's a righty. And that's going to be the old 3-6-3 double play. The runner will get down to 3rd. But Houston not hitting into any luck today. Now you got a runner down at 3rd. 2 outs. And Berkman up. And Lance has one of the 4 hits. He's 1 for 2 today. He has walked and singled. And that's going to be 15. And that's going to be a ground. Nope, that's a fly ball out to Walker. And that ends the inning. And the Astros strand one to the top of the 9th. We go. And it's still 3-0 ball game. You got Hilton, Walker, and Gonzalez due up. And I think that's going to be it for Ken. They're going to bring in Billy the Kid now with these lefties coming up. Let's see, do they want to do a double switch here? Take Berkman out of the game. Berkman out of the game, and who would they want to bring in? Let's see here. Bring in Lee. I think that's who they might want to bring in. Come on. I want to see his stats. Damn it. There we go. And what's he doing? He's batting well. That's what we're doing. We're going to bring Lee in. He's going to bat in the 9 spot. Carlos Lee's going to come in and bat in the 9 spot and bring in Billy the Kid. Billy Wagner's going to come in and bat in the 6th spot, or no, the 5th spot. A little double switch here. So Wagner and Lee's coming in the game. And Wagner will bat there. This is his 2nd appearance of the year. And Lee will bat in the 9 spot, and that'll be it for Ken. So Ken's out of the game. Berkman's out of the game. And like I say, this is Billy's 2nd appearance of the year. No record with a 9 ERA. And he'll be facing the lefties, Hilton, Walker, and Gonzalez. Question is now, does Colorado make a move here? And with a 3-run lead, I think they're going to let Todd stay in the game for his defense. So Todd's going to stay in the game. He's 1 for 3 with a double. And that's going to be a ground ball down the 3rd. Bob comes up with it, fires over to Bagwell at first for out number 1. And Larry is also going to stay in the game for his defense. Larry is 2 for 3, 2 doubles in the game. Struck out in the 6th. And that's going to be a ground ball down the Jose. He fires over to Bags. And that's 2 outs here. And now you got Gonzalez. And Gonzalez is 1 for 2 with a homer and a sacrifice fly. And that's going to be a 40. 43 and a 40 on a rare play. And that's going to be 29. That is going to be a foul ball. Nope, just a regular old swing and a miss. Strike 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Lee. The ball finally found him, as it always does, for out number 3. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Houston's got some work, down 3-0. And Jimenez is going to stay out there. He's got Tucker, Bob, and Castro due up. Kyle is 0 for 2. He has walked in this game. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Trevor for out number 1. And here comes Bob to the plate. Bob's 0 for 3. He has popped up 3 times. To the catcher, to the 3rd baseman, and to the shortstop. And guess what? He didn't pop it up this time. He might have fouled it off into the catcher's mitt, but that's strike number 3. And that's out number 2. And it's up to Castro to do some damage here. And Jason's 0 for 3. He has struck out 3 times. He has got the hat trick trying to avoid the golden sombrero. And that's going to be a base on balls. This game's not over yet. See, now you got Carlos Lee. We did the double switch. He's only batting .091 on the year. Can he deliver here? No homers and no RBIs. And nope, that's going to be a lazy fly ball out to Holiday. And that'll be your ball game, folks. Colorado shuts the Astros out and wins this game 3-0. See that? This pitching staff. Let's take a look here at the box score. And I'm sure that's the Stars of the shutout. Yep. Jimenez with his first shutout. And here we go. The Rockies, 3 runs on 6 hits and 1 error. The Astros, no runs, 4 hits and 1 error. Remember, the Astros had bases loaded, nobody out. And if I remember right, that was the 4th inning. Come up empty, if I remember right. Let's look. Yep, a walk, a hit batter, and a single, and didn't get anything. Well, I didn't want to do that. Still wanted to look at the rest of the box score. So the Rockies, only Larry Walker with those two doubles out of multiple hit game, 1 for 4 with runners in scoring position, and Gonzalez with a homer, his first of the year. They only left 2 men on base. And that is the story. Look at that. The Astros were 1 for 6 with runners on scoring position. Nobody had a multiple hit game. And they left 9 men on base. Had their opportunities, folks. Jimenez gets the 1-1. He goes the distance. 4 hits, no runs, walked 4, struck out 8. Mike Scott pitched a good game. He drops the 1-1, 7 innings, 5 hits, 3 runs, walked 1, struck out 7, gave up a homer. Bullpen did a good job. Ken comes in, pitches 1 inning, 1 hit, 1 strikeout, and Billy the Kid Wagner 1 inning of baseball. And now to the standings and the leaderboard. New York, a half a game up on Atlanta. Washington 2 back. The Phillies 2.5, and Florida 3.5. And in the Central now, you got the Pirates and Brewers, half game up on the Cubs. Reds, Cardinals, and Astros are a game back. And out west, the Giants a half game up on LA. Arizona 1 game back. Padres a game and a half, and Colorado 2 games back. Oh, you're welcome, buddy. And National League batting average, Paul Molitor leading the league with a .560 average. Sammy Sosa 7 homers and 12 RBIs to lead the National League in both categories. And as of right now, the ERA leader still at 0. 2 pitchers with 2 wins, Caudell and Rocker. And we got 5 pitchers with 2 saves on the year. Sammy leading in MVP voting, and John Rocker's leading in Cy Young. I know I probably should have moved them and Milwaukee. That's what I should have done, Clinton. You're exactly right. But I just used the 1998 library and then imported the players and left everything alone. I didn't know how that would mess up the schedule on there. I guess I could have imported the Houston into the Milwaukee team and renamed it, and vice versa. Probably could have done it that way. But yeah, I wasn't sure if I could redo the schedule with Houston and Milwaukee, but that's how I could have probably tricked it. It's just import Houston and the Milwaukee, change the names on the screen and colors and all. And the next game on the channel is going to be these same 2 teams. And De La Roche is going to be going up against Dallas. So it should be a decent pitching match. See what happens there. The 2 lefties going at it. Again, I want to thank Clinton Parks for showing up today. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, folks. It don't cost a dime, and hit that bell for reminders. And on your way out of Houston, hit that like button and leave a comment. Till next time, you all have a great day and take care.